She left, I think, just before I turned 7. And at that stage, we only knew she was going for 2 weeks. So 2 weeks later, there was still no phone calls. 6 months later, we set up a Facebook page for every Friday at 4 o'clock after we cleaned our rooms. And I'd just sit there for a couple of hours and mum, just wait for a reply, which never came. Not having mum there was a massive, massive hole that I don't think can ever be filled. It's so hard to build up trust once someone's hurt you that bad. You know, I went to Dad for a few things, but at the same time, there was not much I could go to Dad. You know, Dad wasn't my mum. You know, we were never nice to each other. We could never stay in the same room for too long before one of us started yelling and screaming. I mean, Dad liked to say that there's a lot about me that was like my mum, and I couldn't stand it. I mean, I'm nothing like my mum. And if I leave, what's gonna happen to me? Where am I going? How long is it gonna last? What if it doesn't work? And what do I do? Because it's not like I can go to my mum's. But no, I didn't always feel safe. When I did leave home, I was 15. I moved maybe 3 times. And then from the year after, I moved 10 times. One of my friends that I was living with had asked if we were to ever kick you out, not that we would, where would you go? And they were honestly my last resort before I found out about the refuge. And my answer to her was I would go to a bridge. I had nowhere else to go. And the look on her face and just watching her cry in the middle of the class, she was destroyed. She wasn't expecting that answer. In all honesty, neither was I. I wouldn't leave school without getting a job first. And I'd been thinking about it for ages. You know, I finished school on the Thursday and started work on the Monday. And it was one of the best things I could have done. I still wanted to study, but I wanted to study something that was gonna help me in life. Something that was actually worth it. Because I didn't care about math, and I didn't care about how to write novels. I remember one of the ladies who was in my retail class said they were doing work for Impact. So I found out that they had a disability course going. Well, I was pretty nervous going back into it, you know, because I'm like, it's a classroom. There's other people, and I haven't had a good experience with school, and it was, you know, seems pretty similar. So I was really nervous, but then when I got there, they were all older than me. And they were just the most genuine people. They, you know, none of them could judge, you know, because we've all got our faults and our own stories. So none of them, you know, would judge, and they were always there behind you. Like, you wouldn't even get halfway to falling because they'd already have you. They were at such an amazing class, and Wayne completed it, you know, so it was awesome having a family that I knew I could rely on. I mean, on my first day, that was a pretty good day. There was just so much dancing and laughter and singing. I was like so sweaty by the end of the day. I'd done that much dancing. It's not funny. It was such a great day. We all got in together, mixing with people I never thought I'd mix with. And I think that was the day that I'm like, hey, I do like disabled people. You know, they're no different to us, really. They've just got different abilities, you know, different concentration spans. You know, we're all different, and they're so unique as well. You know, some of them are smarter than we are, so they're no different. We all look different, and so do they. After leaving, I started working. After working, I started studying a course, and then after the course, I got employed by, you know, a job that I really want to do. So I'm already ahead of so many people living independently in such a short amount of time. Just, I've gotten to where I want to be.